For tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms during the evening. Low 72. Chance of rain 50%. For Wednesday, intervals of clouds and sunshine. High 89. Winds north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Our 7-day outlook.
It is time now for the tropical update. So I sent my partner Dave Schwartz out to the expert desk, and I messed it up, Dave. I was gonna draw a mustache on you, but now I can't do it because I already got the pen out and I totally messed it up. And
she's a mess.
It's the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
Alex is just a mess.
I'm just a mess.
We're in here in the lab, Alex.
I know, and I want to show you, but I can't see. Look, I'm drawing, and this is why they don't let me touch things that are here in the oh, wait, hold on. Wait for it.
This is much more entertaining.
This is good stuff. Here we go.
Nice. Huh?
Oh, finally!
That guy. Huh?
We just had to wait, an extra 40 seconds. Hold on, Michael. I'm going to give you a hat.
You know,
it's a beret.
The Weather Channel is...
I need a fez.
Yes.
Fez hat.
That'd be red. There you go.
Is this like a commercial for Etch-a-Sketch? I'm not quite sure what we're doing here.
Shake it like a light bright.
But there is a new tropical storm. While Alex is taking care of that important work in the studio, let's check on this tropical storm that, well, it's having peripheral impacts on our friends in Texas.
It is, yeah. This one, fortunately, Dave, not stronger, not as strong as it certainly could be right now. Winds 50 miles per hour, and it's moving inland right now. It's only about 40 miles from the coast, so it'll be inland by later this evening into the overnight hours, moving pretty quickly off toward the west at 12 miles per hour. I want to talk a little bit about the hurricane hunters. There's actually a few planes that are flying down there right now. There's the Air Force hurricane hunters flying really, really low. They took off from Keesler Air Force Base, and they're flying at about 2,000 or 3,000 feet above the ocean surface. There's also a NASA plane down there. It's a drone plane that took off from Virginia earlier this morning, and they're flying at about 60,000 feet, dropping instruments into the center of this. So really, we're getting all sorts of really good information, and that's helping us determine where the center of circulation is. It's been awfully difficult to pinpoint, and the Hurricane Center, unfortunately for them, they've had the task of determining where that might be. And last night they had to reposition it to the north, and this afternoon they had to reposition it to the south. The reason for that, you can see this on the visible satellite picture. Look at these clouds over here moving from northwest to southeast. Very strong winds, upper levels of the atmosphere that's pushing all of the thunderstorms and the convection down to the southeast side of the center, and the center of it right in here, Dave.
So the center is almost on shore.
It is, yeah.
So whether it's a little north or a little south, it's really academic.
Yeah, it really is
for research purposes.
And even if it weren't a really organized tropical system, we would still expect the main impact, which is the rainfall, into Mexico. Now for South Texas, what we're looking at is a pressure gradient. We have very low pressures, or at least low relative to the high pressures here in the northeastern Gulf of Mexico. High pressure over the southeast U.S. The difference in pressure between the two is going to create that onshore flow. And that means the high risk for rip currents, high surf, and the potential for some coastal flooding here. They're coming up on a high tide very shortly there, their first high tide this afternoon. Minor coastal flooding, no major
minor
impacts.
Coastal flooding, right.
And if you're at the Texas beach, it's not really a bad day out there.
No, it's a beautiful day, stiff southeast wind, but you're right, the danger is in the water, as we saw on both coasts this past weekend.
Yeah, last week we had 3 people that unfortunately died in rip currents. So, look, even for good swimmers, they're a definite threat. And speaking of threats, the rainfall threat, that's going to be there from Mexico. Not really looking at so much of the heavy rainfall, maybe some isolated, heavy rain into the lower Rio Grande Valley, but most of it should stay to the south of Texas.
Now we're getting into the heart of hurricane season. Any threats for the East Coast? Or Southern California, for that matter?
No threats coming up. There's a new tropical storm in the eastern Pacific, which may brush Cabo San Lucas, the southern tip of the Baja California Peninsula.
Yeah.
If you're going, if you have vacation out there to any of the resorts, you may be impacted later this week, but otherwise, no impacts or threats to the U.S., which is a little, odd for this time of year.
A little odd, but
Yeah.
September 12th, the peak date on average.
It is.
That's next week.
But certainly, look, the atmosphere right now just not all that conducive to development across the Atlantic. That may change though in a few weeks. The moist onshore flow, that's what we're talking about. High terrain, that's going to enhance the rainfall and the flash flooding and even mudslide threat through tomorrow.
Northeast Mexico.
Northeast Mexico.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Michael.
The local Doppler radar. The local Doppler radar. The local Doppler radar.